Washington Post has put together a video that you should see. Take a look.
Schiff actually standing up and saying you can't trust elections in the United States. You have to protect democracy by overturning elections. I have heard from people like I've never heard before over the last month about this election. They have major concerns about the integrity, the fairness of this election, and they expect me to stand up and to raise those concerns.
To try to overturn an election they're unhappy with, that is an abuse of the Constitution. We will together object to certification in order to force the appointment of an emergency electoral commission to perform an emergency audit of the election results.
We don't trust you, American people. You messed up in 2016 and voted for the wrong guy. We're not going to give you that opportunity in 2020. We're going to change the process.
It is time for these states to say, you know what, we need to revisit the way election law is being implemented. What we do is turn it back to the state legislature.
What the House is trying to do is remove the president from the ballot. They're trying to overturn the result of the 2016 election. That is very serious business, particularly when we're 10 months away from the American people being able to decide once again who should be president of the United States. We are not acting to thwart the democratic process. We're acting to protect it.
Let's put our trust in the American people. They are the ones who should make the judgment about the president, and they will do that in 9 months. Let's not be so arrogant as to take that decision away from the American people.
On January 6th, I will object to the Electoral College vote. That's right.
It isn't just that the Republicans are a failed institution in the United States. Over and over again, the news media will put together stuff like this. But the next day, they will put it right out of their mind, forget about it, because they're too lazy to go back and look at the work that they have done. Now, with each and every one of these Republicans, they should be banned from all media, because they know what they're doing is wrong. It's not that this is a deeply held belief. It should be very specific on each and every article that they're quoted in of who these people are. Republican shills that will do anything for power. They'll take any position to damage the Democrats, any position to protect Republicans, and they do not care whatsoever what happens to you. Is that really the people you want in power? What Republicans actually feed on is rage and simple explanations. Rage should distract their viewers from actually thinking, and the simple explanations to make them believe that, hey, they're smart enough to actually understand this, so they don't actually have to look into it too deeply. See, that's how the trick works. They say America's economy would be better with tax cuts. And we've seen Republicans' experiments with tax cuts drive their states into the ground. The fact that Republican states have higher crime, higher unemployment, lower wages, contribute nothing to the United States, have worse roads, worse healthcare, worse education. This should be top form every single time they bring up any of those topics. Why should we trust you when Republican states have higher crime? You say this crime bill that you're pushing will lower crime, but these are the same policies in red states that have 40% more violent crime in them. So why should we adopt it on a national level? If Republicans actually cared, they would start with their states first, right? Alright, now if you like those videos, help me make more. Like, subscribe down below, or you can go to my Patreon page and help support us. Or if you really want to help stop global warming, down below there's a power pipe that could end global warming in the next decade.